behind it. Now, I've said several times in the last 2 years that the way that man or human-machine interface is going to work is going to change altogether. It's going to be gesture recognition. It's going to be advanced gaming controls. It's going to be avatars. We are going to be immersed into these games. What you'll see is real time. And finally, we've been able to cross the bar to have enough compute power to deliver real-time interaction. But I mean interaction, I don't mean internet control delete. This is not natural interaction between us and the computer. And I believe the way that we communicate with the computer, or the computer communicate with us, is going to change. Now I'm going to take a risk because we are in the middle of developing part of it, but let me give it a try and see what we have. Okay, just a minute. What the hell is this? What are you doing here?
I'm you.
You are not me, I am me.
Test me.
What do you mean test you? Can you wink with your eye? Can you open your mouth? Now something I don't invite them to do. Can you shut your mouth? No, you see, you cannot. Can you turn your mouth to the right, to the left? Say, I love you.
I love you.
I love you too. There's only one thing that I don't believe that you can imitate.
What's that?
You cannot imitate my accent. You've got a funny British accent. I've got a cute Californian Israeli accent. What do you have to say about that?
Not much.
All right. The point I'm trying to say is the following. And what you see over here, the important thing to take is not the avatar. Look at something that we are doing real time. This consumes huge amount of compute power of Sandy Bridge with the 4 cores. And what we are going to do it? We are going to use it for fun. We are going to use it for social networking. We are going to use it for games because not far away we'll be able to take my face, put it in the game, and I'm suddenly the hero, or some will argue that I'm the villain inside the game to make it much more personal. I can do real-time instant messaging. I can create movies. I can have several figures. I can imitate each one of them, and the ability is endless, and I just want to give you example because this is going to be small part. It's going to be the gesture. It's going to be the overall interaction. And the point is the following. People keep on asking, who needs this performance? And I'm willing to bet that in 3-4 years, the way that we are going to communicate with our devices is going to be totally different. And when we look at the keyboard and the screen the way they are today, they will look like the Middle Ages. Let's take a look. And by the way, destroy it, because I don't want to use my avatar for anything else. I've got enough issues as it is. Let's take another look at the processor graphics. A lot was said about Intel processor graphics by our friends and by not so much our friends, because I saw a lot of articles in the press lately. The new architecture that you combine the CPU, the GPU, the media, and we put overall everything on 32 nanometer, enable us to deliver a great boost to our graphic performance. In 2006, I believe it was Paul that says on stage that by 2010, we'll have 10x performance. In 4 years, we were wrong. We delivered 25x performance. Both the design, the architecture, and the new process technology, because remember, we moved it to the latest process technology. I believe it will be safe to say that our processor graphic is outperforming about 40–50% of the discrete graphics that exist in the market today. Let me repeat. Our processor graphic is going to outperform 40–50% of the discrete graphic that are out there in the market. So let's see the results. What we see over here is just a gaming. World of Warcraft. One of them with the discrete graphics, the other one with Intel processor graphics. And you can see that definitely we can deliver a lot of experience, and I will not argue which one is which because I did it before and people were arguing. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure which system is streaming where, but you can see that you can get real-time, state-of-the-art gaming experience on Sandy Bridge processor graphic as well as on discrete graphics. But PC gaming, let's go on. Let's move to the next point, gentlemen. PC gaming have been changed as well. Today, technology blurred the border between the real world and the virtual world. pretty soon you'll not know if you're in the real world or the virtual world. And I don't believe there's anybody else that can speak better about it than Mr. Gaming himself, Gabe Newell, Valve CEO. Please welcome Gabe. Hi, Gabe. Nice to meet you. Gabe, how do you think Sandy Bridge will change the PC gaming landscape? You are writing software, you are writing gaming, you're delivering the titles. How would it change?
Well, I think Sandy Bridge, to use your phrase, is a real game changer. I think from top to bottom, for mobile and desktop, we as game developers have the performance and features we need to deliver great customer experiences to gamers.
So did you experience writing some software on Sandy Bridge?
Well, for the last several months, we've been working on bringing Portal 2, our next game, up on Sandy Bridge and exploring the potentials for delivering a great game experience using Sandy Bridge.
So you believe that at the end of the day, we'll be working together. We'll be able to deliver console-like experience on a PC?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we're a big fan of the PC. We see it as the center of innovation right now, whether it's, MMOs like World of Warcraft or free-to-play, or something like Cityville, where they've got 84 million people playing the game. It's all happening on the PC.
That's amazing. You told me something about Portal 2. When are you going to release it?
We're going to release it in April of this year.
So we just happen to have a small 30-second clip of Portal 2, courtesy of Valve, that will show with you how the game is going to look like 4 months from now, and this was taken on Sandy Bridge system that we ship you before we release. Please, roll the video.
Are you still there?
So, what you see over here is a sneak peek to a great title that we are going to see in April. Gabe, thank you very much, and thank you for sharing with us this material. And I'm sure that in CeBIT you'll see us rocking, showing much more. But why should we look at video clips when we've got the real stuff? I've got over here with me on stage Jeff. Jeff is the CTO of 6 Cent that work with Razer on special controllers that actually will connect you to the PC that you'll be able to do with the game, that pretty soon if you'll play with it, and I urge you to go down to the booth. You will not know which part is yourself, which one of the PC. What are you holding in your hand, Jeff?
These are the Razer Hydra motion controllers that are powered by 6 Sense technology.
So here we see this Razer guy, and don't kill anybody yet. I'll tell you when to start. And here you've got the controller. Can you just show, can you move your hand to the right, to the left, right is the head side without the watch, yes. Left, up, down, in. No, this is out. In, out. So actually what you can see is this controller, which is very accurate controller, up to the level of 2 millimeter. By the way, can you rotate it? We don't have it today. This is a controller that can enable you to rotate it the other angle. Beautiful. This is actually extension of your head, which is going over to the PC. You know what? Why don't you go inside and just whack them all? So, this is the anti-gravity guy. So you'll be able to go on, play with it. I have to go on with the introduction. But guys, I really urge everybody to go down play it, because once you have this control for Razer and you play with the game, you are going to be immersed into this game, and you see pretty soon that the computer is an extension of your body and vice versa. So, if you look, what's common to all these titles, to all these movies? The thing which was common for all these movies, and none of them have been available in high definition format on the PC. Consumer would like to watch the new title as soon as the release. Interesting enough, we find out that the studios are interested to let the consumer watch it also. The problem was that they didn't feel that the link is secured enough to stream this information, and for that reason, there was no reason for us or for them, to release the titles over to the consumer. What Intel did for the last year, we worked with the studio to develop an end-to-end secured solution so that the studio feels comfortable enough that we have a secure link between their content all the way to the PC. And once they saw it, they start considering, why won't we let consumer enjoy this premium content closer to the release? So we work with several studios. We work with Warner Brothers, Fox, Home Gamma, who is the biggest one in Bollywood, and quite additional ones, and distributors. We work with Best Buy, we work with Dixon Store Group, and as we speak, we've got many more people coming on board in order to enable this great content to be consumed on our PC early to the release. I would like to invite Kevin Sugihara, the president of Warner Brothers Home Entertainment Group, to come to me on stage. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
No problem. Thanks for having me. That's what I was practicing. Never mind. I just introduced Intel Insider, which is the end-to-end secure solution. Can you tell the audience what is there for you? Why did you spend the last year with us trying to work on this end-to-end solution, the Intel Insider?
The PC platform we've always viewed as something that had incredible strength as an opportunity for us. But we really never felt comfortable, as you said earlier, as using this as a platform for our most valued content, our high definition content. And so from our studio's perspective, we never put anything out there. And you and the work of the Sandy Bridge team is now going to allow us to be able to use this platform on a global basis.
So actually, you believe that the link that we did is secured enough for you to put your most valuable IP on our stuff,
Absolutely.
on our PCs.
Absolutely, and I think that the challenge, and Gabe and I were talking about it earlier, is now you've taken the excuse away from us. We now are going to put our content out earlier, as you mentioned, in high definition. And the challenge now for us is going to be, how do we now make content entertainment as a service? Because the PC and the expectations for consumers, you're showing all that stuff, is that we're now going to make this a service versus just a product. And I think that you and your team are going to now enable us to do that, and you're going to raise the bar for us.
So only one more elaboration, because I spoke about it, seeing that people lose something that was basic. People say, hey guys, what's special about Intel Insider and you work with the studio? You can watch movies also today. What's the difference between what we are offering and the movie that people are watching today on their PCs?
I think that one, our studio never felt, we only allow you to watch movies in standard definition.
Standard definition.
We don't allow people to see it in high definition. In future, we're also going to allow it in 3D, and seeing the graphics that you have, your platform is now going to allow us to be able to put our highest value content onto the PC.
So to make a long story short, when you're going to release your next title, I'll be able to sit in my living room, and if I've got the Sandy Bridge system, the second generation core, with Intel Insider, I'll be able to enjoy the content of your titles pretty soon to the release in my living room.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. Thank you very much, Kevin. But, again, this was the discussion. Let's see how it's going to happen. Art, what do we have over there?
So here we have a sneak preview of the Cinema Now site that Best Buy is going to be putting out.
Cinema Now, Best Buy. Best Buy is also part of the Intel Insider, and we are going to distribute, or they are going to distribute the content through their Cinema Now portal. Yeah.
And it actually, if you want HD, you have to have Intel Insider technology. So there's a way that you can check while you're online, and we'll show you how that works live. Basically, you ran the check. It says, yes, you have a second generation.
That's amazing. So you've got a PC, you go to Best Buy portal, you ask to look at these high definition new releases, and if you've got Sandy Bridge with Intel Insider, and you click, then you'll get the option to choose among one of the new films.
Right, and you can stream it. And
So
actually, we can
stream it.
show there's a great Warner Brothers clip, Inception.
Go on.
We'll play it. And this is encrypted content.
Full HD. This is a movie that until lately we couldn't stream it. Now, if you are sitting in your living room and you have it in PC, I believe the most natural thing will be okay, let's try to stream it into our TV so we'll be able to share it with the rest of our family. This is the time that you can clap your hand, that's amazing. And what we have, and we'll touch about it, this is wireless display. The second generation, it supports 1080p, high definition, and content protection in order to make sure that we secure the content of the studios, also of the link between us and the TV. So this is Intel Insider, the ability to have premium content into our PCs, and the ability to stream it using wireless display into our TVs. So, all in all, thank you. So all in all, Sandy Bridge innovation will come in all kinds of small form factor. From all-in-ones to gaming machine, to home hub, to standard desktop, notebook, ultra-low voltage notebook, small form factor, you'll see the whole plethora of solutions. Paul said it, and let me repeat, 500 design wins across desktop and mobile, unprecedented. You're going to leave this room, you're going to go for the show, you look around yourself, you'll see this great Sandy Bridge system. And most important, don't believe anything I said. Try them, feel them, and enjoy them. Because there's no way to communicate experience. I can speak with you about benchmark about the performance, but if you want to get the experience, you need to touch it. Go down to Intel booth, or try to go later on and try to play with some sample of the system that I'm going to show you. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Only with the second generation Intel Core i5 processor.
Thank you for coming.